Honorable Ariko, have you heard?
The chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, Herbert Ariko, presented a report on the ministerial policy statements for the financial year 2026-2027. In the budget estimates, the committee reports that National Water and Sewage Corporation is likely to face a funding gap of about 86 billion to cover 5 projects currently supported by government and development partners. National Water and Sewage Corporation seeks 198.38 billion, but only 112.38 billion has been allocated.
As you might know, a multi-million 30 million cubic water supply project was set up at Karuma to supply Oyam, Gulu, and the neighboring districts of northern Uganda.
The report earmarks areas in critical need of water extension, including Bukedea, Nakauka, Hoima, and Kakumiro.
This provides us with a requirement of about 50 billion to be specific.
The House was informed of what has been claimed to be a mischarge after ministries including Internal Affairs, Defence and Veteran Affairs have become habitual defaulters of clearing water arrears despite subvention.
Ministry of Defence and Veteran Affairs, 40.3 billion. Uganda Police Force, 9.7 billion. Honourable Speaker, I wish to conclude.
On Tuesday, you give us a report on that mischarge, whether it was approved by PSST.
Right Honourable Speaker, most obliged, will come with the report.
Thank you, thank you.
The Committee on Environment and Natural Resources seeks the authority of Parliament to forcefully recover the arrears from the recurrent budgets of the affected departments.
And persistent non-remission should attract budgetary sanctions.
Meanwhile, the report maintains that the country is likely to reap about 2.20 trillion shillings oil revenue in the next financial year as Uganda heads into the commercial production phase. The Petroleum Authority of Uganda has been allocated 106.87 billion to spice its roles, including oversight, regulation, local content monitoring, among others. The budget for the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development has also been spiced up with an increase of 438.11 billion compared to the current financial year. However, shillings 300 billion required to settle and complete the inherited Rural Electrification Agency projects is among the unfunded priorities.
The people in REA, their weaknesses notwithstanding, they had the confidence, they had the will of development partners, so that where this government was not able to find resources, they were able to sit down and write project proposals and attract money which was being used.
When they would, the management would quarrel amongst themselves, but the lines would be fixed and power would be there. So all that you ought to have done was to remove those top guys who were fighting and leave the institution to be there, because they had very competent people, very, very competent people. But then the money that was transferred from REA to the ministry, what did that money do?
Nevertheless, the Ministry of Energy, through the Electricity Scale-Up project, plans to fulfill about 1,073,500 new connections in the next financial year. Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gutabinji, UBC News.